Hey folks, this is Gray here, and today we're looking at the Setpower X50. This is a portable cooler, portable refrigerator, portable freezer. You have three ways of powering this thing. You can use your AC adapter inside your vehicle, also known as a cigarette adapter. You can use a plug outlet, which is your 120, and also you can use solar for this portable freezer, refrigerator, cooler. It is about 50 cubic feet. So I want to go ahead and show you some options that I use this for in regards to emergency preparedness and how this can relate to our community and how it can be useful. So we're going to look at an in-depth look at the Setpower X50, and hopefully you enjoy this review. What truly sets this unit apart from your standard cooler is the battery right here. This battery here is what powers the unit when you don't have access to basically a power adapter or any other unit. And again, you can use this charging port here to charge this via solar, so you can keep this battery going. It slides in there just like this and locks into place, and of course you can turn the battery with this button on right here. Now what's really interesting about this whole thing here is that this battery can actually keep this cooler slash refrigerator slash freezer working for up to 8 hours. But from my testing here, to be honest with you, I've got on an average about 10 hours with this thing fully packed. All right, so let's take a look at this here. So this is going to be your control panel. This does have wireless charging if you have a phone or something like that that you want to set in there and put a phone that has wireless charging. It also has a USB port here. In case your phone or headlamp or whatever that doesn't have that, you can plug that in via USB. But I guess what's really most important is the functions right here. So basically, from my usage on this thing here, it'll get to -4 degrees, which is where I have it set right now. It'll get to that in about 15 to 20 minutes, and I'm in the Florida heat, so we're starting at almost 100 degrees outside ambient temperature. Anyways. If you notice, you'll notice this thing slowly starting to, do its thing. You can see it's dropping in temperature very quickly. So basically, right now I have it on eco and low. Now, if I want to change this, I can hold down the setting button, and this thing will start to blink eco, and I can go to max. Hopefully you guys can see that there, but it says max now, and then I can set that in by pushing the power button, which sets that in there. Now, also what I can do is, see where it says low, I can also adjust that to medium and high. So basically, I'm trying to get the maximum output. Of course, it's going to drain the battery a little bit faster, but that's how it does it. Whoops, didn't mean to change that setting. So anyways, you can see low, medium, and high there. So I'm going to set it on high and then push that in. Once the screen goes black, you can see if I push it back on, everything is set to where it needs to go. Again, that's kind of the basic operation. It tells you your battery levels there, how many volts, the temperature, and whatnot. Another cool thing about the inside of this thing here is when you open this up, it does have a light. The light is on the inside. I'll show you a different angle of that here in a second. It does have a nice solid rubber seal as well that keeps all that temperature in there. We'll go over that. Also down there, if you notice, there's a drain plug down there in case you spill any liquids or not. I mean, you can put ice in this, but that would be kind of defeat the purpose, right? But it does have a drain plug, and that's nice to know that I have. Again, this is 50 cubic feet. And just real quick for you folks so that you can see that light right there, as you can see over there in the corner, that is a light that lights this up in case it's dark. Here's a close look up of your wheels here. They're pretty solid. You can see I've got dirt and whatnot on them and stuff like that. I've been running them through mud, in the grass and stuff like that, just to see how durable they are. And if this, once you weight this thing down, which I think it's capable of 110 pounds once you weight it down, if you want to stock it with meat and whatnot, these wheels can still handle it without having any issues. But very solid. It's like some sort of material of plastic and composites and whatnot to kind of strengthen these wheels here. Okay, so I kind of wanted to light this thing up a little bit, as you can see here, because this is going to be where you plug this thing in, right? And then back in here, this is your compressor. So this does use a compressor in this unit here, and the cool thing about that is it has a built-in compressor, and of course you can see the coils back here, the condenser coils and whatnot. Now, this runs about 55 decibels, which is not very loud at all, but this is again here where you would see that. You got 3-year warranty on this compressor as well. and then I will show you the back side of it again real quick to show you where the coil fan is. Well, matter of fact, let's just move this a little bit over here and get in close to that, and you can kind of see the condenser coils right there, and then there's a fan right behind here, and get my thumb in there. Right there's the fan that blows out the back of the unit on this side right here. So some of you folks may ask what this is here. So this is the handle. This is in the locking position down here, so that when you're using the product, it's out of your way in case you happen to open this lid up from the front and whatnot, and it doesn't get in the way. But this is just like those backpacks that you see people use at school. They have that thing on here. It has 3 different settings. So basically when you pull it up, it can lock into that position. And then of course, if you go a little bit further, once you push that little handle down, it'll go up into the further position right there. You can kind of see how it is very easy to move around on the wheels and with that handle. Also, I wanted to show you real quick with this handle right here. If you notice, it's just kind of locked into place right there. So you actually have to push this out to unlock the unit itself before you can have access to the interior of that. And then of course, when you bring it back down, it locks into place. All right, folks, so real quick, I wanted to show you the solar capability of this charging this battery here. Right now, I'm using a 100-watt solar panel by Ernova. I have their little power box that I'm going to be doing a review on, and they sent me some solar panels to add to that. So I decided to use their products today to charge this battery. As you can see here, the light is green, and right here it tells me how powered the battery is. So you get 1, 2, 3, and 4, of course, as it's going. The battery is pretty much fully charged at this point. The sun is very hectic out here. But basically, so if you can get anywhere from 8 to 10 hours out of that battery there using a solar capability, how would this relate to, let's say, if you're trying to go off grid or in a grid down scenario, right? So basically, you would have to get a couple of these batteries here. So if you got 2 or 3 of these batteries, let's say minimum of 3 batteries, 2 if you just want a day, but 3 if you want to just make sure that you're good to go, and you own 3 of these batteries. So while these are charging via solar panel, you would have one of these powering the unit, and then once that's charged, you swap it for the other battery, let this charge while the other one's running the unit. Me personally, I'm going to be purchasing 2 more batteries because I want to have that capability of keeping my stuff ice cold or frozen for an off-grid situation or a grid down situation. All right, folks, so before we get into the whole specifications, I want to show you a quick test that I did with using a water bottle. So what I took is a room temperature water bottle, stuck it in this unit, and timed it and see how long it would take. And roughly it took about 20 minutes basically to take this one single water bottle and freeze it to consistency of ice. I'll show you that here now. All right, folks, so I want to show you that set at -4 degrees, and we are running on battery power. So we're going to go ahead and open this thing up, and we're going to take this water here, put it down in here, and see how long this unit will take to freeze at -4 degrees. And with the power of editing, it should take no time at all. Alright, so what I should have done is I should have showed you my watch here and gave you an exact time. But anyways, we're at 21 minutes from when I stuck this in here. So let's see what we got. Now, I don't know if you guys can see that. That is a solid block of ice. That is a solid block of ice. This thing is actually a phenomenal system, folks. Phenomenal. Truly impressed by it. Something this portable that you could use on the go to freeze things or to keep things refrigerated. And real quick, before we go over the specifications, I kind of wanted to tell you what you get. Of course, you get the manual with this unit as well. You know, like I said, the battery is sold separately, but if you buy it in combination, which I'll give you the price here in a minute once we finish the specifications, but you do get the power adapter, the AC power adapter here that plugs into your wall, or let's say you have an inverter in your vehicle or whatnot, and you also have the what's it called? They call it an accessory outlet now, but I call it the cigarette plug adapter for this unit as well. So you can run it in your vehicle or, you know, your home. Again, if you have the solar capabilities, because it doesn't come with its own solar panel, you have to use the solar panel or buy an additional solar panel. But you guys can ask me those questions in the comments below. But I wanted to throw that in there, that you do get both of these plugs here for that. And of course, any other further questions, I'd like you to drop those down in the comments. I'm trying to think anything else. Let's go ahead and roll into the specifications and go from there. All right, folks, as you can see there, it worked relatively extremely well to freeze that bottle in roughly just, I think it was roughly about 20 minutes that it took to freeze that bottle of water on there and inside the cooler. And basically, like I said, this unit here, and we'll go over the specs now. I saved those for the end because some people think the specs are boring, but some people out there really want to know this stuff like that. And then I want to give you my opinion on this unit itself and the price point. So again, this is a battery-powered portable refrigerator, freezer / cooler. The battery itself is 52,200 milliamps. The cooling range is between -4 degrees and 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, when you first turn it on, if you're in a hot sun like I am here in Florida, it may say 90, 95, 100 degrees on that outside temperature reading. But then you'll notice once you turn the thing on, it will drop quickly. On average, about 15 to 20 minutes to go from 97 degrees, which was my ambient temperature here earlier, to -4 degrees. To me, that's pretty impressive. And it didn't really affect the battery too much. Again, like I told you folks, in their pamphlet, it says 8 hours for the battery, but on average, I get about 10 hours. So maybe they just wanted to go low with it and, happy that they get 10 hours out of this battery or whatnot. And that's, using it in Florida. I was quite impressed with that. Anyways, again, has the 6-inch wheels on there, 45-degree anti-shock and shake, that in case, if you're, you have it in the back of your vehicle or whatnot, and you're going crazy off-road and whatnot. You have your max and eco mode, 3-level battery protection. Like I said, they have a 3-year warranty on the compressor itself. And remember, you can buy this unit without the battery, but that kind of defeats the purpose. In that aspect, you might as well just go out and get some other type of cooler, if you're going to spend $200 or $300 on a Blue Yeti cooler or something of that nature, or if you're just going to use a day cooler. This is more for folks that, let's say you want to transfer things over from, let's say you're moving to your bug out location, right? And you want to take all your frozen food, but you want it to stay frozen, and it's a 4 or 5 hour trek, right? You know what I mean? So your stuff's going to stay frozen. Also, if you have a power outage and you have excess food or one of your freezers goes down, I want you to really think of the capabilities of something like this and how beneficial it could be to you, my viewers. Now, this may not be for everybody because of the price point. The price point with the battery is $698. So it seems pricey, but the way I looked at it for what it can do and the capabilities that it has, to me, it's worth the cost down the road. I know the economy's tight, things are rough, but I suggest you go to their website and check some of the other things out they have there as well. They have larger ones. They have, what are they called? There's a section where you have a freezer and a refrigerator. So they have a lot of different things. I chose this one because I need something portable that can freeze stuff, and that's why I chose the X50. Again, 50 cubic feet on the inside. Another thing I wanted to say is there is a discount code. I think it's 12% off. I know it sounds like an odd number, but if you click on the link down below, it'll say, Setpower GreyMan link, some to that extent down below, and you'll get 12% off that price. And they have sales from time to time as well. But I implore you to go check it out. Let me know what you think down in the comments. I'm really curious to see what you guys think of a unit, how practical this is. Would you use something like this? Do you have something like this? And what uses could you find for a unit like this yourself? Again, I appreciate all you guys taking the time and watching this review. If you got any value to this, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. I truly appreciate that as well. And remember, folks, you are not alone. Be safe out there. This is GreyMan. I'm out. I'll see you guys on the rebound. God bless.